most likely scenario happening right now. But nonetheless, we are still seeing a very good choice, a very good chances to see that the gold market could be heading up even higher later on, guys. Okay, so that is what I will be looking out on the market. So what do you guys think? So I know that maybe most of you guys are short-term trader, and it's very understandable. So what is your view on the current market? Do you guys think that it will be dropping down soon, or could it be heading back and playing on its sideways area between 3,100 towards 3,150, guys? So what do you guys think? Do you think that the gold market could be dropping down, or could it be continue going higher again? So my view after breaking down the support, I think on the short run, on the short term, we could still be seeing that gold could be a little bit under pressure on the market, guys. So that will be the case on the market. So be prepared, because it seems that after breaking down lower and the volume is quite big, especially we are entering the US Asian market, guys. So I will be expecting a little bit of huge market movement on the market, guys. Okay. Alright, okay, so next, if you guys are new to our live streaming session, welcome, guys. So if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, you guys can follow us and give us your likes, give us a support. It means a lot, because we will be doing live trading analysis with you guys every day from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 8 p.m. Singaporean time, Malaysia time. So you guys are welcome to join us, and if you guys have any other questions, you guys could ask me on the comments. But if you guys wanted to get trading ideas, you guys could check out my profile, click on the link and find out more information on there, because we are giving out for you guys trading ideas on there as well. So you guys might as well try to check it out, and maybe you guys could be making some money on that side as well together with us, guys. Okay. Alright, so what else on the market is happening? Let us try and see what's going on. So far, nothing much has changed after breaking down the support. Honestly, if you guys are a short-term trader, I believe most of you guys have been seeing this sign and trying to make some action, especially after breaking down the support. There's been quite a good couple of movements where we are looking at price has been dropping by around 200 to 300 pips, which has been quite a good amount of pips, I would say. So that could have been a good market movement. But honestly, I'll be waiting for the rebound on the support, see how it works out, because every time it is near the support area, it will be rebounding as usual. So I will be waiting my cue and see how the market movement reacts next, guys. Okay, so I will be hoping to see it and see how it works, guys. Okay. Alright, so what's next on the market? So let us see. Okay, so for now, we are still seeing the possibility that the market could be slowing down near here, guys. Okay, so I'll be waiting for more confirmations after hitting the low. There could be a good possibility that the market could be moving higher later on. So I'll be waiting, seeing. I will not be chasing lower prices as I usually do, because I will be waiting for more confirmations, hitting the low, get more confirmation on the right hand side on another candlestick, to see how the trend works out, guys. Okay, so right now I'm showing you guys a 15-minute chart. So actually it didn't differ that much, honestly speaking, but I wish that could help you. But overall, I'm still looking at a very good chances to see that prices could still be rebounding from here, guys. So I won't be suggesting to you guys that the market could be heading towards another direction, but more likely it will be moving quite well, guys. Okay. So if you guys do have any other questions that you guys wanted to ask, you guys could let me know on the comments, and I'll be happy to see what do you guys want to know on the market. Okay, so that's on the short-term view of the market, guys. But how about on the long-term run on the market, guys? I believe that is what I usually will be focusing at. So right now, let us take another look at daily charts right now. Okay, so I'm looking at daily charts. So as you guys could see, the daily charts that I've been showing to you guys for today has been showing a very clear sign that we are started to see that there's quite a huge resistance area near 3,150 towards 3,160, and actually it has been proven by the Fibonacci, and it has been showing the same thing as well. So that's one. Two, after the tariff announcement, actually the gold hasn't been moving as well as I would be expecting, because I personally think that it could be heading higher without today's correction, but it seems that we are going through a different direction for now. So I will be expecting that the market on the long run could be staying on the sideways. Possibly the worst case scenario is we'll be having a correction back towards the 3,000 area, which still is a very healthy market movement if it's correcting back towards $3,000, guys. Like what we do see on the market happening on the 20th of March towards 26th of March, a 1 week total correction, but overall it was still deemed a healthy market movement coming out from there, guys. Okay, so it is a very common thing for gold, especially on a good uptrend. We need to see a healthy market movement where we could be seeing that market could be having a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So we do need to see those kind of market movements before we could expect that the market could be heading higher easily and further on the market, guys. All right, so that's my view on the gold. Maybe for today we could be seeing a little bit pressure on the market on the gold, especially the tariff side hasn't been able to push up higher, even though US dollar has been quite weakened, which usually is a positive thing, but tonight it seems that it didn't happen, guys. All right, so let us see what is the market offering us right now. Okay, so it seems that near the rebound could be a very good entry point for a short-term trade. Maybe you guys could be utilizing it as well, because every time hitting the low, it could be a good chance. So on the short term, I'm expecting a little bit of rebound. On the long run, I'm expecting that the market could be having a worst case scenario is having a healthy correction towards the 3,000 area, guys. All right, so what's your view on the market? Do you guys think on the long run the gold market could be going lower, or could it be continue going back to higher grounds, guys? Okay, what do you guys think? Can you let me know? Okay, so next we'll be taking a look at the other markets, so stay tuned, guys. We'll be taking a look at other markets such as the ones that we are looking at. So for now, if you guys have anything you guys wanted to ask, you can let me know. All right, so next we'll be taking a closer look on other markets such as silver and also other commodities as well, because a lot of things has changed since yesterday after the tariff announcement, guys. All right, so I'll be waiting, see how the market works, and probably there could be a good opportunity, especially right now on gold. On a short-term basis, it appears there will be some interesting market movement could be happening on the gold market as well, right? Okay, so let us see. Okay, so for now I'm still a little bit optimistic, especially if you guys wanted to get a low price. Maybe this is one of the chances that you guys could be using on the gold market for now, guys. All right, so let us try to see what is happening on the silver market together with you guys. All right, so if you guys love what you guys have been hearing from our market analysis, so we do look at two sides of the market. We do look at the short-term side, where we are looking at a 15 minutes or 30-minute charts, and then we'll be trying to dissect whether on the long run we could be seeing a good market movement that we could be using on the short term to find a good entry point for you guys on this live streaming with you guys. All right, so if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, you guys could be giving us your likes, your thumbs up, and definitely don't forget to give us your subscribe and follow us if you guys don't want to miss out on any of our live streaming sessions, because we are doing our live streaming sessions from Monday to Friday, guys. All right, so okay, so right now let us try to see what is happening on the silver side, on the long-term side. So on the daily charts, as I've always said to you guys, that silver has actually been quite under pressure for most of the time. And why I'm saying that, because silver market movement is usually a little bit more chaotic. Chaotic meaning it could be moving in a very huge market movement in just one single movement, and then we could be seeing a correction side for a couple of days, which is a very common theme happening on the silver market as usual. But if you guys aren't used to it, you guys may be a bit surprised, or maybe if you guys haven't been able to time your entry that well, you could be actually suffering a big losses, especially if you guys don't put out your trading plan or your stop losses. So it's a very important theme. Money management is key, and certainly you guys need to pay attention towards that as well. All right, guys. And second is, I would say that the overall market trend on silver, I think it's still pretty much clear, guys, if you guys could take a look. So if you guys are watching us at TikTok, maybe you guys could see us horizontally, so you guys could see the full screen. Otherwise, you will be just seeing our right hand side of your screen. And certainly with what you guys could be seeing, I've already tried to push up the furthest. So if you guys are watching vertically, I'm afraid you guys couldn't be looking at it perfectly well. But if you guys look at horizontally side, I believe you guys could be looking that silver has been moving on an uptrend from the late 2024, as you guys could see. 31st of December hitting the low, and then we started to see that the silver market has been going higher through an uptrend, which I would say is still a pretty reasonable market movement. Once it has been going high, it has a healthy correction near the low, and it has been doing so for twice, guys. Okay, so after yesterday's tariff decision, what really happened on the silver market, guys? Okay, so as you guys could see, that the silver market has been actually moving kind of in a sideways area for most of the time, because silver market is actually a bit lagging compared to the gold market movement. It has been the case for most of the time. So once we do see a pretty reasonable market movement happening on the silver market side, it's usually going to be much later. It's usually the case for that. And if that happens, is you could be seeing that the market has usually been moving quite long on the market, and as a result, we could be actually looking at a good possibility that the market could be moving quite fast on the higher side, meaning it could be going up quite much and then having a correction for quite long, or even going down for one single day, but eventually it will be going up higher slowly. But it is clearly that the trend is still going through what is the primary trend. So on the primary trend, we could be seeing one single big movement, and then we could be seeing a correction, slow down, a retracement back towards the low side. Could be taking days or even weeks at some times, guys. All right, but if you guys try to look at what really happened after the tariff decision has been released, is we do see that market has been able to sustain itself and even hitting the highest back towards $34.15. But afterwards, the tariff news has been out, and it seems that nothing much is good. It is a bit much more chaotic than people think. So we do see that silver prices do go down as a result. And overall, we still do see that silver market for today has been quite weak. even compared against gold, which has been very much better, I would say. And if you guys try to take a look at 30-minute charts, it seems that both gold and silver hit the support, but the difference is, if you guys compare with gold, we are still looking at the sideways area for gold, but for silver it has been breaking down its earlier support, and right now we are testing a new support area again, guys. So definitely it's a bit different, and as I've always said, silver is always a tricky thing to trade. So I will always be cautioning to you guys, if you guys are new on the forex market, make sure if you guys want to trade on the silver market, pay attention towards your risk management and try to time your entry very well, or even your entry point, because on the silver market it's a bit tricky market to trade as usual, guys. Alright, okay, so what is happening on this market right now? As you guys could see, we see the market started to slow down on this 30-minute time frame charts, or even the 15-minute time frame charts. Nothing much has changed after hitting the support as what we do see on gold. Overall, market is still trying to find its ground back, trying to find which support area could be a very good idea for the silver market movement, guys. For now, I'm expecting that we need to wait for more confirmations in the market, as I believe should be happening as well on the silver market as usual. So usually things will be happening in that kind of direction. And definitely what we have been seeing, that even the gold market also started to rebound back from the low, hitting the highs around 3,113 at its highest. So in a very short period of time, actually it has been giving us a little bit of clues where the market could be heading next, even though support area, meaning that the market movement has been quite well, but honestly we are not seeing a lot of things happening on the market, guys. Okay, so for now, if you guys are a short-term trader, I believe there is some good market movement happening on it. But if you guys are a long-term trader, if you guys are a swing trader, I'm sure that not a lot of things has been happening, and you guys need a little bit of patience to see how the market will be moving next. Even though right now I'm still saying that it has been able to rebound from its low at the support area for gold at around 3,105. It still seems that selling pressure is a bit stronger than we expected, guys. Alright, so I do expect that you guys need to be careful, especially if you guys thinking about doing a buy near the support. Maybe if you're doing for a short-term basis and you guys have been able to capture it earlier gains, it should be a good thing. But if you guys are a bit late, maybe I'll be cautioning to you guys that the market seems to be going lower for tonight, guys. Even though on the long term we could be seeing a possibility that it could be slowing down on the market, guys. Okay, so be careful on both gold and silver if you're still very much bullish, because I'm expecting there could be a little bit of a slower market movement on both gold and silver, guys. Okay, so if you guys love what you guys have been hearing and you guys wanted to get daily analysis about Forex market, so I will be talking about gold, I'll be talking about silver, I'll be talking about oil, and also other Forex pairs, and certainly if there's enough time, I'll be hitting the markets on the stock indices as well, so you guys could be getting a detailed analysis of what could be happening on the market, and you guys could be using on your own trades as well. So if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, you guys could give us your likes, give us a thumbs up, and definitely don't forget to follow and subscribe to us, because you won't be missing out on every time when we are doing our live streaming sessions, guys. Alright, so since we have already been talking about the gold market, we've already been talking about the silver market, and both market has actually been showing us the same thing. Both of it has been nearing the lows at the support area and could be possibly testing the support area here. So I'll be waiting for more confirmations, but usually after market prices has been correcting quite much, as you guys could see, from 3,160 towards 3,100 plus, we could be actually seeing a short-term rebound, maybe back towards its previous high near 3,120 to 3,130 plus, guys. Okay, so make sure if you guys haven't made your trade yet, I will be currently suggesting waiting for more confirmations on the market will be the best choice to do, unless you are a short-term trader, you are trying to chase 200-300 pips. I think there could be a lot of volatility that you guys could be using on the market, guys. All right, since I'm much more of a trend following, I'll be waiting for confirmations. A bit late is still a good thing because I'm getting the clear market movement on the market trend, right, guys? Okay, so if you guys have any other questions about what you guys wanted to see on the market, or if you guys are interested about anything else, you guys could let me know on the comments, and I'll be happy to see what you guys are inquiring about to me. Okay, so far from now, it seems that everyone has been quite listening to the analysis, and everything seems to be clear. But if you guys wanted to get something more other than market analysis, you guys could be checking out our profile, and on our profile you could be getting free trading ideas, guys. So from there you guys could be using our free trading ideas, and you guys could be using it on your own as well. All right, so let us see. It seems it's still been weakening. I'm expecting a bit of the same market movement on silver, so I will be trying to wait and see. If you guys are a short-term trader, there could be a little bit of volatility that you guys could use. All right. Okay, so later on we'll be taking a closer look on the US dollar market, as the US dollar index has been falling down quite much. If you guys could see on this screen, where you guys could be looking more on how the currency strength charts has been moving on the market, guys. All right, so based on the currency strength charts right now, is you guys could be looking at the market has been quite stagnating on most of the oceanic currency. So as you guys could see, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, so commodities currency has been quite weak over the last few hours, so it hasn't been moving as much as you guys thought. And the biggest change is happening through the Swiss franc, euro, as well as Japanese yen, and the weakest market movement for tonight is actually happening on the US dollar index, guys. Okay, so later on I'll be discussing it with you guys and show you guys what really happened on the US dollar on the long-term basis, and on the short run what you guys could be utilizing based on the weaknesses happening on the US dollar index, guys. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you guys prefer more on the forex pairs, or do you guys prefer more on the commodities trading side? Can you guys let me know in the comments, and I'll be taking a much more focus on which one do you guys prefer more, commodities or forex, guys. Okay, all right. So far no one is giving their thoughts, no worries, but I believe that the best thing that you guys could do right now is make sure that you guys don't miss out on any updates from our live streaming, because I believe a market analysis could be helpful, especially if you guys love to trade on the US market session time. Definitely it could be very helpful for you guys. All right, so right now let us take a look what is actually happening on the gold market right now. Okay, so before we look back furthermore on the US dollar index, it seems that the gold has actually been able to prove that support area has been broken down, and it seems that there is no signs of slowing down on the gold market, guys. Okay, so after getting the confirmation, I usually will be saying that this is a good time to consider to make your trades. Maybe if you guys have been looking at the charts for quite some time, this could be a very good time to sell, especially after breaking the low at 3,100, guys. All right, so this has actually been a very significant market movement, and I hope if you guys are doing a short-term trades, this is usually quite a big market movement. But for me as a long-term trader, where I'm focusing more on the trend, there's just a small move on the big wave, guys. Alright, so maybe this is supposed to happen on the short run, but I'll be looking at the long run, and especially I'll be waiting for the closing part of the daily candlestick tomorrow. Okay guys, so for now pay attention, because on the short run it seems it has been broken down on its support area at 3,100 plus, and it has been showing that the current market movement seems to be slowing down lower, guys. Alright, okay, so let us see what is happening. It's been quite stable, nothing much has changed, especially what we have been looking at silver. Nothing much has changed as well. Okay, so the bigger market movement is happening on gold, especially we know that silver has been down for quite some time, so it's particularly normal to see those kind of market reactions happening. Alright, but at the same time, on the longer term, I will still be waiting, since I'll be waiting for a much better entry point, so to say, guys. Alright, so right now, if you're a short-term trader, I believe you guys should be chasing it, but if you guys are a long-term trader, you guys could be waiting for a much better entry point, right guys? Okay, so let us see. Gold has been quite maintaining its strength, as I have said to you guys. On the long run, it could still be going quite well, as I've already said to you guys, so pay attention, guys. Alright, maybe we won't be hit by such a big market movement as you guys expected. Okay, so for now, seems that we are back towards a low, but as I've said, selling pressure is still a bit high. Be careful, guys. And certainly, if you guys are doing swing trade, I haven't still been able to see quite a good entry setup, so I'll be waiting for my side. But if you guys do see there's some good market movement near the low for short-term trades, I believe there's a lot with such a huge volatility on the market. Okay, so right now let us try to take a look on the US dollar index, as I've already told to you guys. Okay, so what is happening on the US dollar index? So I believe I've been talking about the US dollar index for quite some time, guys, and I've been very bearish on the US dollar index, especially after the US government announced the possibility of tariff. So after the tariff decision has been released, it's approximately at 3 of March, we started to see that the US dollar index have been breaking down lower from 106.2, and it has been heading towards the lower side till today, guys. Alright, so yesterday tariff announcement just made it worse, as you guys could see that the US dollar index has been bouncing between 103 to 104. But yesterday we got the confirmation coming out from the market, and it has been showing that the market has been reacting negatively towards the news, and we could see that the US dollar index has been depreciated, and it has been going back towards 101.684 with the lowest price today has been hitting around at 101.04. So that means that the market has been correcting for a total of approximately 2% guys for today on the US dollar index. And what that means on the market is, so that means that the US dollar index has been correcting quite itself, meaning it usually will be giving a lot of good chances on other forex trading pairs. So if you guys are looking at forex currency trading pairs such as maybe the Euro USD, GBP USD, US dollar Japanese yen, today could be a very good choice for you guys to trade, especially with this big market volatility. I believe that a lot of you guys short-term traders could be utilizing it more, but for the long-term traders, actually after getting the confirmation, breaking down its support area of the sideways around 103 to 104, breaking down 103 actually gives you the confirmation that the market has been slowly going down, and there's a huge chances of weakening happening as the long-term trend on the US dollar index has been quite weakened, and we don't see any signs of a possible reversal based on the current price momentum guys. Okay, so as you guys could see, it has been going down quite fast, building up, I would say, a very perfect definition of a downtrend, meaning if you guys right now try to use a line chart line to show you guys that it has been proving that tonight has been quite actually a good market on it as well. As you guys could see, it is the perfect definition of a lower high, lower low, another lower high, lower low, and another lower high, lower low, and there are no signs of slowing down for now. And I believe that after dropping by almost 2% more, I believe that the drop could be slowing down for now. That's usually the case. So I will be expecting, if you guys have been trading for quite some time, especially if you guys are short-term trader, maybe a little bit be careful about what could be happening on the market next. Especially, we do know that forex market trading pairs is usually moving quite slow. So once the movement is over, usually it will be started to build up a reversal guys, alright? So I hope that you guys pay attention and watch out and don't get flushed out by the market movements guys, okay? But overall, this is a very perfect definition of a downtrend guys, okay? On the short term, I'm looking at 15-minute charts together with you guys right now, okay? So for now, what will be the next scenario happening on the US dollar index? Especially, we have already been seeing that the market has been quite weakened for quite some times. So with that said guys, it's actually a very good sign with the weaknesses happening on the US dollar index. I'm expecting that other currency charts such as Euro USD, GBP USD could actually be going higher against the US dollar. So that's usually the case, especially the Japanese yen has been going quite strong for tonight as well. So those market movement could be actually a lot benefited by those market movement guys, because with that we know that those pair could be beneficial. So if I'm showing you guys a Euro USD chart, this is what has been happening since the morning side until tonight, where I've already been telling you guys that the US dollar index started to gain some power back, and you can see the correction happens. So usually I will be saying a little bit cautious, especially market has been moving quite much. I'm expecting a retracement or even a slowdown on the price movement for now guys, okay? So be careful on the short run. Maybe if you guys wanted to utilize this and see what is the possible market movement happening on the short run, you guys could be using it on short-term trades. If you guys are a scalper, certainly this is a very good chances for you guys to use it against the forex currency pairs, okay? So tonight, three of the best pairs is coming out from the Euro USD, from the GBP USD, as well as the US dollar Japanese yen, which has been showing a very clear trend since the Asian sessions until tonight. And just now we started to see a possible reversal on most of the pairs that we have just been looking at, and there's no sign that a reversal will be coming soon, but I will be waiting for more confirmations, and once we get the confirmation, it will be usually showing us that direction that there could be a possible reversal happening on the market guys, alright? So if you guys love what you guys have been hearing around, we have already been analyzing multiple trading assets. We have already been discussing about gold, we have already been discussing about silver, and certainly we just discussed about the forex pairs. Certainly what is the most interesting pairs and what you guys need to be careful and pay attention to what could be the possible scenario happening on the short run and the long run. Because since I'm much more of a trend following, meaning I'll be looking at the bigger time frame from a daily charts, usually I'll be suggesting that you guys should be cautious about what could be happening on the short term. And usually short term could be a very good point where you guys could be choosing your entry point, and definitely it could be very helpful for your trades, guys. Alright, so right now we started to see back on the gold chart, which I believe that most of you guys prefer to trade on the commodity sides rather than forex pairs, has started to slow down. The market movement started to balance out its selling pressure, and we started to see there's a possible support near 3090 appearing on the market as well, guys. Okay, even though selling pressure is still there and the trend on the short term it's still very clear, there's a lot of pressure going down lower, but on the long run, if you see on the daily charts, nothing much has changed rather than a possible correction before continuing its uptrend movement, guys. Because if you guys take a look, gold has been moving very fast and very high, so it's a very expected thing to see that a correction is due, and we could be actually looking at the possibility that market could be continuing going higher after receiving a healthy correction near 3080 plus. Okay, but certainly I hope that the volume won't be that big, because certainly a big volume usually isn't a good sign. It's usually the case, and I'll be waiting for a healthy rebound and waiting for more confirmations to say that I'm expecting that the gold prices should be heading higher next, guys. Okay, so if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, I will be very happy to receive your support by showing us your thumbs up, your likes. It means a lot to me, guys. And certainly if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, you guys could follow us and subscribe to us, because we will be doing our market analysis with you guys together from Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. Singaporean time until 8 p.m. Singaporean time, guys. Okay, and definitely if you guys wanted to get a much more clarity on the market, how we will be doing our trades, you guys could actually join us at our VIP class later on. So I will be having my VIP class later on at 8:30 p.m. Singaporean time, guys. Okay, so if you guys wanted to find out more and get more trading ideas, you guys could be checking out my profile, and on my profile you guys could be getting those trading recommendations from us, guys. Okay, so I welcome you guys, and certainly thank you very much for your support, for your likes, for your thumbs up, guys. It means a lot to me, and I hope that you guys are getting some benefits and enjoy our live streaming sessions where we are showing you what could be the possible scenario happening on this live streaming session, guys. Okay, thank you very much for your subscribe and your follow, and certainly I'm very grateful for your support, guys. Okay, so what's next in the market? So as I've already said, I'm still expecting that gold market price action on the short run could be a little bit under pressure, and it hasn't been slowing down. It has still been a little bit under pressure, so that's why as a trend following, I will be much more on the waiting side, waiting for there's a clear directions before deciding on what to do next on the market. And right now that's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for confirmations. I'm trying to find out which is the best entry point after getting confirmation. I'm not trying to chase down the lowest price, but I'm getting a much better clarity on what could be the market heading next with a much clearer certainty. Okay, so that's what is happening on the gold market. I will be likely to see what's happening on the silver market as well, because overall nothing much has changed on the gold market. I'm expecting the same thing could be also happening on the silver market as usual, because that's what usually would be happening. It will be reflecting what is really happening on the gold market. So silver market usually should be started to slow down, especially silver market today has actually been facing a pretty big correction compared to gold. So this is actually still considered a very healthy market movement from silver. And since that the gold market hasn't been moving much, I'm expecting the same thing could be happen. But since we are near the low for both silver and gold, this could be actually a very good support area for today. After having such a big correction on the short-term time frame on the 15-minute charts, this could be actually a good support area near $32.30, guys. Okay, for silver. And for gold, this could be actually a good support area, but as I've said, guys, I will be waiting for more confirmations before I will be able to say that confidently that we are getting the confirmation on of the market, because I prefer to get a confirmation before rushing towards my decision. All right. Okay, so what's next? So we've already been discussing quite a lot of markets, and I don't know whether you guys do notice. So I'm actually quite curious, what is your view on the market for tonight? Okay, can you guys let me know? So alright, so I'm actually quite curious to see what do you guys have to think about where the current market could be going next on the gold market. Yes, okay, so definitely for today, right? Okay, so today, do you think it will be going higher than 3,100 or lower than 3,100 to be precise? Okay, so you guys don't get confused, because honestly I will still be seeing that there's a huge possibility. For me, I'll be choosing B, guys. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you guys think that it could be A or it could be B, guys? Okay, on the gold market. Alright, so for now I'm still waiting for confirmation, but based on the current price action, I'm still expecting there could be a little bit of great selling pressure could be still happening on the market, and I will be waiting for more confirmations later on. Okay, so later on we'll be taking a closer look together as well on the other markets. So we've already been taking a look at the commodity markets such as gold, silver, and also multiple forex pairs, and I'll be taking a closer look maybe next on the oil market, because I believe we haven't been touching on that topic for tonight, guys. Okay, so we haven't been looking at the oil market, and if you guys have any recommendations what we should be looking next on the market together, you guys could actually let me know on the comments, and we'll be looking at the market together and we will be analyzing for it together as well, so that you guys could be getting some insights what could be the possible market movement happening on both gold and also other things on the market. But certainly what could be the view on the short-term market, and also what could be the view on the long-term market on each trading pairs, guys. Okay, all right. Okay, so if you guys think that tonight's gold market could be going down lower than 3,100, can you guys type B? And if you guys think that it could still be staying higher than 3,100, can you guys type A on the comments, guys? Okay. Okay guys, seems that market movement will still be heading lower, so be careful guys. As I've always said, I'm expecting that a bigger market movement will be happening on the lower side for tonight guys. Okay, alright, so let us see next on the oil market. Okay, so if you guys love what you guys have been hearing on our market analysis, you guys could definitely give us a support by giving us your likes, giving us your thumbs up, and definitely don't forget to follow us and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on our market analysis every day that we are giving out to you guys, because we will be doing our market analysis with you guys together every day from Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. Singaporean time until 8 p.m. Singaporean time guys. Okay, so make sure that you guys don't miss out on it. Okay, alright, so what else on the market right now? It seems that market is a little bit slowing down, as you guys could be seeing on the market, and silver is also going to be reflecting the same thing. Alright, so far from what we have been seeing, that it hasn't been moving much, but certainly I'm still expecting that the possible scenario market could be happening is it will still be lower than 3,100, especially considering the most recent market action. But that's just what happens on the short run guys. We still need to see at the closing price what could be going next on the market. Alright, okay, so let us see back on the forex pairs and what has been happening, the most recent action. So as you guys could see, what has been happening on the forex pairs is actually we still do see that the US dollar index started to recover back some of its losses, and it has been bouncing back towards what is happening over the last 1 hour on the US dollar index. So as you guys could see, and on the other side of the currency chart, as you guys could see, AUD, NZD, CAD, which is the commodities currency, hasn't been moving much, whereas GBP is a little bit weakened, especially there's some news that the BOE could be possibly raising the chances of cutting interest rates. Meanwhile, today's CHF has been quite strong together with the Japanese yen as part of safe haven assets, and the euro has been started to go slower. So I will be always cautioning to you guys that market could be started to slow down on the currency pairs as well. So if you guys try to look out here, GBP USD, Euro USD, USD CAD, most of the pairs should be started to slow down as well. So I'll be always cautioning for you guys to be cautious on the market. Alright, so on those currency pairs, be careful. And tonight the best pairs is also started to slow down again. So like US dollar Japanese yen, USD CHF, so the trend has started to give some retracement back to the higher side for downtrend. On the uptrend, we could be seeing the retracement back on the lower side of the uptrend channel and started to head back higher guys. Okay, but I'll be still suggesting for you guys to be cautious. Anything could happen on the market, so that's why it's very important for you guys to have a trading plan. What do you guys think on the market next? Okay, so far tonight's best currency pairs is still coming out from the US dollar Japanese yen, Euro USD, as well as the USD CHF, guys. Okay, so these three currency pair has been the best market movement, and most of the market movement is appearing from here as well, guys. Okay, so there could be a good chances that after hitting back the high near here, you could see market could be slightly slowing down on the lower side on the US dollar CHF, guys. Okay, so pay attention, because for short-term market reaction, we certainly still see there will be some good chances could still be happening on those currency pairs, guys. Okay, so yes, you guys could see US dollar Japanese yen is also reflecting the same thing. Okay, so for now, everything has been quite on the right track. We are still seeing that the US dollar has still been quite weakened, together with the gold market movement, as you guys could see. Okay, so let us try to see what is happening on the oil market. Alright, so what is happening on the oil market for now is we are actually still see that oil is also negatively impacted by the tariff issue, guys. Okay, so what is the case happening on the oil market? So if you guys take a longer time frame and see what has been happening on the oil market, is we have already been mentioning it since yesterday, guys. Okay, so last night tariff, I would say midnight decision about the oil market is actually quite critical, and it's such a critical market that once it's released regarding the news on the tariff side, we actually see that the market has been dropping back lower and hitting back towards its sideways area at around $67, guys. Okay, so with that happening, we are actually quite certain to see that the oil market has actually been going down lower again, because $71 seems a very strong resistance area, and there is no sign of a weakest. There's no sign of the possible market could be breaking out of it, and especially after yesterday's tariff decision, we are seeing that oil prices are coming back on the lower side, guys. Okay, so what happens next after we are seeing this oil market movement? So with this oil market movement, we are actually quite certain to see that there's a huge possibility we could be breaking down lower back towards the $65 area on the long run, especially with just today has been falling down by a total of 4%. There could be a lot of big market movement happening next, especially the tariff decision won't be over tonight, guys. Okay, so I'm expecting on the long run we could be seeing a lot of pressure on both oil and as well as the US dollar, guys. But how about the short run, guys? Okay, so how about now? How about tonight? So it seems that just as we're speaking about the oil market, it seems that it has been breaking down one of its support area at around $67.50 on the oil market, and it has actually been, like I say, a lot of perfect scenario of downtrend for tonight. It's also happening on the oil market, and it seems that there are no signs of slowing down for now, especially what we have just seen just now, a big drop of price with a very high volume, and that's a very bad sign, and it usually constitutes as a part of the trend to continue going lower, especially breaking down lower with a such huge volume usually won't be a good sign on the market on the long run, guys. Okay, so certainly this has been worrying me, I would say, and certainly there's a lot of room to see that the oil prices could be going down even furthermore. So maybe if you guys have been looking at a lot of markets since the Asian sessions, I believe there is a lot of choice for you guys to choose with this huge market movement on the market happening as we are speaking right now, guys. Okay. Okay, so make sure that you guys take the chances because there's a huge opportunity happening on the oil market as we speak, guys. Okay. Alright, so let us see what's next on the market. Especially we've already been discussing most of the trading pairs outside. We've already been discussing about commodities. We've already been discussing about currency pairs. So if there's anything that we haven't been touching on, you guys can let me know, because I will be looking at all the markets that is primarily traded by people, and we'll be taking a closer look. Okay. Alright, so for now, it still seems that all market, the gold market movement hasn't been moving that much, and it seems that everything still seems to be going right on the gold market. And why I'm saying that, because market movement started to slow down, which is a very good sign, because it's near 390, which is its closest support area after 3,100. And second, we do see that a lot of issue hasn't been solved, and definitely there will be a lot of good chances to see after healthy corrections happen on the gold market could be continuing leading for gold prices to be going even higher next. Yes, okay. So there's a lot of think could be happening, and gold seems like to be the biggest benefactor of this action on the market, guys. All right. So certainly on our private VIP channel, we've already been able to profit quite much on tonight's market movement, especially coming out from the gold. So if you guys wanted to get trading ideas, trading recommendations, you guys could actually be checking out our profile and get more information on there as well. Okay, but if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, where we already been discussing a lot of market, where we already been touching on topics such as gold, silver, oil, and also the forex pairs, and what could be the possible good market scenario happening there. I believe most of you guys have been hearing a lot, and I believe that most of you guys have been getting some good insights what could be the possible market movement happening next on the short-term basis and the long-term basis on those assets, guys. Okay, so if you guys has just joined us and you guys think, oh, I've already missed out, what you guys could do is you guys could click your follow or subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on our next market analysis, because tomorrow will be Friday, and Friday usually will be a good market movement happening on the market as well. So make sure that you guys don't miss out for tomorrow's live streaming sessions, where I will be touching on the short-term basis on the market, showing you guys what could be the possible market movement for tonight on the short term, and what could be the possible market movement on the long run, guys. Okay, so make sure that you guys stay tuned, and thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your thumbs up and your likes, guys. It means a lot to me, and I hope that you guys also get to find some insights on the market based on what we have already been analyzing on multiple trading assets together with you guys. Okay, so if you guys wanted to inquire about certain trading assets, you guys could let me know, because in a while I will be touching on some topics. I will be touching on stock indices and see what has been happening on the other stock indices around the world, guys. Okay, okay, so there you go. And definitely, if you guys have any other questions that you guys wanted to ask me, you guys could let me know. If you guys wanted to continue hearing us, make sure that you guys don't forget to follow us, and you guys won't be regretting it, because we'll be touching on a lot of topics as what we have just did for the last 1 hour, guys. Okay, alright, so what do you guys think on the gold market right now? Okay, so we have already been going through the market. It seems that the gold market is still a little bit under pressure, guys, and I'm still following my view that I'm still looking at the possibility that the market could be going back lower next, guys. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the gold market, and I don't see any reason to see that the gold market could be rebounding that fast, guys. Okay, so for now, I will be saying on the short run there could be a lot of selling pressure, buy or sell, brother. So I would say it depends on you. So what's your trading style? What's your time frame on the market? So it's very important, but certainly on the long run, I'm expecting a small correction. But for tonight, selling pressure is still there. So easily said that tonight could be a much more of a seller market rather than a buyer's market. Okay. But if you guys wanted to get a few clear recommendations on the market, you guys could actually be checking out my profile, and on there you guys could be getting trading recommendations on there as well. So if you wish to get those kind of analysis, trading ideas, you guys could check out my profile and click on there for more information about trading ideas. But on here we'll be doing mostly market analysis. We have already been discussing about the gold market tonight, all silver market, all market, US dollar index, and also the rest of the forex trading pairs. And in a moment I'll be touching on topics such as the stock indices. So if you guys are late, no worries, you guys could join us tomorrow, because tomorrow will be Friday, and Friday usually will be a big day on most of the trading weeks. So make sure that you guys don't miss out, and there could be a possible good market momentum happening on Friday as well, guys. Okay, so Buy or sell, you don't even name what do you ask about. So if you are asking about what trading asset, gold, silver, or forex, or stock indices, I'm also not sure. Okay, it seems that your name is Mao Mao Yu. Okay, but certainly I'm still seeing a lot of good chances to see that gold could be in a lot of selling pressure for tonight, guys. Okay. Okay, so that's a good thing. And let us see what's next in the market, guys, because a lot of things has happened since we started, and I hope you've already been getting some insights from our conversations here and there, and certainly I hope you guys could be taking some actions out of those market movements. Okay, so before we touch on the topic of the stock indices, we'll be checking out on what we have already been discussing and what has been the current action on the market. Alright, so let us see. Silver hasn't been moving much, as you guys could see. On the long run, it has been quite under pressure, as you guys could see on the daily charts here. So it's still on track on the uptrend, but I'm expecting a little bit of correction near the $32 mark, which could be a very key market point there, as well as we could be actually looking at a good possibility that gold could be reflecting the same thing as well on that market, guys. Okay, so make sure that you guys be careful, and definitely if you guys wanted to buy, do along on the swing trading side on the daily time frame, certainly $32 could be a very good entry point. But as I have said, I will be waiting for more confirmations. Meanwhile, on the gold side, we have already been seeing that it has been under huge pressure, and I'm expecting that tonight will be a seller's market. So I'm expecting that gold could be still correcting more than you guys expect on the market. So be careful, especially if you guys try to do long. I'll be waiting for the market, could be balancing out, try to stabilize around support, and then see what the next market movement on the gold could be happening next on the daily time frame charts, guys. Especially it's very important. And the oil market itself has actually been dropping quite much on the daily time frame. As you guys could see, the trend is very clear. It has been going down, and there's no sign of slowing down, guys. Okay. Okay, buy and 78. Do you mean about gold body face? If it's about gold, can you let me know in the comments, and later on I'll be taking a look at it. So oil market, we have already done our analysis for tonight, and it has been showing us a very clear trend that the market, it seems it's likely to go down. And after yesterday's tariff decision on midnight, we have already been seeing that gold is under a lot of selling pressure, because with tariffs coming, we need to see the demand will be slowing down. And I've already said to you guys that there's a lot of confirmations coming out on the market where once it has been going down under such a huge selling pressure, there is a big sign that the oil market could be under a lot of pressure, guys. So that's what I've already been telling you guys, and make sure that you guys don't miss out the chances here, because this could be a very good market movement for the oil market to keep going down lower, even though tonight it has been under pressure for almost more than 4%, guys. Okay, so make sure that you guys don't miss out, and this could be a good market movement happening on the market, guys. Okay, buy at 78. Can you explain yourself clearly? Is it on the gold market? And later on I'll be answering to your question, because we have already been discussing on a lot of trading assets tonight, buddy face. Okay, alright, so overall our analysis has been quite intact, that tonight's a lot of market is still under pressure. Gold, silver, and oil market has been showing the same thing on the commodity side, but certainly gold hasn't been that easily under pressure, as I've said. But there is still chances to see that tonight we'll be seeing that gold could be closing below 3,100, as I expect. correct, guys. Okay, so this is my possible scenario, seeing what could be happening on the gold market for tonight. So what do you guys think on the gold market? Because I possibly think that there's still some good chances to see that the gold could be closing below 3,100 for tonight. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the market could be going down lower? Personally, I think there's still a huge chances to do so, because a lot of things is still uncertain and the selling pressure is very high. That's very clear for now, guys. Okay, so on the commodity sides, nothing much has changed, and right now let us get in touch and find out more on the stock indices side for tonight, guys, because we haven't touched on the stock indices, and I believe that we should be talking about what could be happening on the US 100, because a lot of people usually pay attention on the stock indices, and it's mostly on the Nasdaq 100, guys. Okay, so on the Nasdaq 100, as I've already told you guys, we could be possibly seeing that after the tariff decision, we could be looking at the US 100 could be falling down even further, and it turns out to be correct. The early anticipations of optimism started to fade out, and we started to see that the market is heading back lower. However, there's some good signs. What good sign is happening right now, guys? Okay, so actually, if you guys pay attention closely, that the market hasn't been correcting more than its previous low near 18,700 plus. So this is actually a very good sign. And if you guys compare it with other stock indices, let's say I'm showing you guys an easy one, Hong Kong 50, we are actually still seeing that it's a lot under pressure, and it has been almost touching the low of it on Hong Kong 50, guys. Okay, and a lot of examples I could show you guys that a lot of stock indices still under pressure, but Nasdaq 100 has been showing its good sign, has been able to maintain its strength, and I don't see any reason that market could be slowing down from here, guys. Okay, so after hitting the low, there could be a very good long-term market movement that we could be seeing a double bottom forming and hitting back towards the high, but it seems there is a lot of process, and me personally, as a trend following trader, I'll be waiting for more confirmations on the market as well. Okay, so I believe the same case is also happening on the US 500. After hitting the lows, we are near the low on US 100, and SP 500 is the same thing, and I believe the same thing is also happening on Dow Jones 30, guys. Okay, so most of the trading stock indices on the US side is back towards the low, could be possibly forming a double bottom on the long run, guys. Okay, so I still hope that you guys pay attention, because there could be a good chances of this happen on the market. Alright, so that's my analysis on the stock indices, and if you guys wanted to find out more, you guys could find out more information on our profile, because on our profile you guys could be getting more analysis and free trading ideas as well. So you guys are welcome to check it out and make sure that you guys don't miss out any important informations, because usually on there you guys could be getting free trading ideas as well as daily analysis on the market. Okay, so for tonight, as I've said, market hasn't been moving that much since broken down of the support area at 3,100 on gold, and we are expecting that the market could be under 3,100 at the closing price, depending on how its market movement later on. But overall, we are still seeing a very good signs of the market, and I don't see any reasons that market could be going up faster as you guys would want to expect. And I definitely think that there's still a long runway on the market to see market to be going higher on the long run. Okay, so right now it seems that we have started to see a bottoming out after seeing such a huge selling pressure, but it's too early to say. But there is a much better hope compared to the past 1 hour we have already been looking, where selling pressure is still a little bit more, but right now standing volume has started to slow down. We are started to see that process started to consolidate near 3085, 87, and this could be the way back towards 3100, guys. Okay, so we'll see, because it is still on the move, and there could be a lot of things happening on the market. Okay, so I hope you guys have been enjoying our live streaming sessions, where we've been touching on multiple topics on different trading pairs such as gold, silver, forex pairs, stock indices, and I hope you guys are getting some information about how the market is moving, guys. Okay, hello. Okay, so it's a good thing. Alright, so on the last few minutes on our live streaming sessions, if you guys do have any questions that you guys wanted to ask on the market, you guys could let me know, and I'll be taking a look with you guys on what trading pairs that you guys wish to look at. But if not, I will be touching on a few topics and see what is the final action before we end our live streaming sessions tonight, because we have already been touching on most of the trading assets. We have already been looking at gold, we have already been looking at silver. So tonight has been okay. So I hope you guys have been getting the insights, what could be possibly happening on the long run and what will be possibly happening on the short run on the market, because we have already touched on every single trading pairs, and definitely I hope it could be helpful for your trading side, because there could be a lot of good chances happening on the long run on the market, guys. All right. Okay. So if you guys love what you guys have been hearing, and definitely you guys get some insight on how you guys could do the market, you guys could give us your thumbs up, give us your likes, and don't forget to follow us, because we'll be doing our analysis every day from Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Singaporean time, guys. Okay. and what could be the possible market movement next. Okay, so if you guys right now look at this gold charts that we are looking at right now, it seems that the market is still going through a correction. Selling pressure has been a bit high from 3,160 towards the low at 3,090 right now, especially after breaking down of its support area, which has been sustained for quite some time at around 3,100. It still seems that price action still remains quite weak, meaning that there's a lot of opportunity for prices to correct back towards 3,080, guys. Okay, so definitely I would suggest that you guys pay attention and don't be too panic, and definitely there's a much more selling pressure could be happening next with this current selling resistance at the current price around 3,100. So there's a lot of selling pressure still exists, and definitely most of you guys would be much more likely to do a sell rather than a buy for more safety reasons, especially selling pressure is a bit high, and on the long run we could still be seeing the possibility that a correction could be heading first towards 3,080 on the gold side. Meanwhile, on the other side of the market, such as the silver market, if you guys are looking at the silver market right now, it has been going through a bigger correction than what has been happening on the gold market, and it seems that the power is likely to go lower, continuing what has been happening on the silver market, guys. Okay, so make sure if you guys are trading on the silver market, there's a huge tendency of it to go lower on the next market movement, guys. So be careful, guys. All right. So next, touching on the oil market topic, is we've already seen that it has been continuing to go lower, and there's no sign of a reversal happening, and especially since we started our live streaming session, it has been falling down with such a huge selling pressure here. You can see the volume price action here. So if you guys wanted to do a buy, maybe you guys need to be careful, guys. Okay, and certainly on most of the currency strength charts that we have already been looking at, US dollar seems to continue to go lower. So I believe most of the trading pairs should be performing quite well compared against the US dollar. So let's say you guys are trading the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CHF, everything still should be working very well on your side, guys. Okay, and last but not least, on the stock indices, I've already told you guys that the market could still be taking a long way before it could be reversal, especially we are just started to see the announcement of the tariff, so that could be a long way before it could be rebounding, heading back to higher grounds. But overall, everything is in a big correction for tonight on most trading pairs, especially the ones affected on the US dollar and the US stock indices, guys. So I hope that you guys love what you guys have been hearing, and maybe you guys could give us a support by giving us your likes, giving us a thumbs up, and definitely don't forget to follow and subscribe us, because we'll be doing a detailed analysis as the one as you guys have been seeing over the last 1 hour plus. So if you guys have been missing out and you guys don't want to miss out on any good insights that could be happening on Friday, because Friday usually has a big market movement, make sure that you guys follow us, subscribe, and don't miss out on any important insights that I'll be sharing on our market analysis together with you guys. Okay, so later on I'll be doing another live streaming sessions on our VIP site. So if you guys are interested, you guys could check out our profile, click on the link, and stay tuned for more detailed analysis on later hours, guys. So I hope you guys are getting some insights, and have a good evening, guys. All right, see you guys tomorrow.